Reporting by division in Xero can be done using tracking categories. In this example, we've set up one to capture events and another to capture venues. Using BI4Cloud, you can even create virtual headers. So in this case, we're grouping the northern venues together and the southern, or the types of events. Seeing how this looks in a BI4Cloud report, we then run a favourite. This one is showing a P&L with months across the columns. But you might be interested to see another dimension across the columns. In this case, we're choosing the tracking category, venue, to show how each venue has performed, actuals versus budget, broken out by each individual event. If you've got a lot of tracking options, you might want to use our virtual headers, in this case grouping the northern and southern together. If you like that report, simply save it so you can reuse it over and over again. Give it a name, save it into one of the report categories, and it's there for you to use. So that's one version of the report, but this is a summary P&L. Maybe you'd like to see a more classic P&L with GL accounts down the left-hand side. So just simply change the Analyse by field to account, but let's just get it into more of a P&L format. So group by account type, which will group the accounts into income, cost, etc. That's just putting a simple subtotal in, but if I want to use a fancier subtotaling, I'm going to choose headings and summary. And it makes it a bit clear that we've got the income the revenues and the income at the top broken down by GL account, but then grouped together by the different events, the classic events compared to the pop events. So what we're actually doing here is letting you create P&L reports combining both sets of tracking categories together, picking up the actuals, and if you see, we're also letting you budget by each of those and have that roll up into an overall P&L. So in this case, you might want to see some more details. So what we're doing here is we're changing the rows right down to transaction detail. But in doing that, it's picked up the budget journals. So let's clean those out. So we'll just filter the budget journals out of the report and focus just simply on the actuals. So this is showing detailed transactions for every single account broken down by the various tracking categories. Again, save that to use over and over again. Now what we're not showing here, but what you can also do is you can filter by any or a combination of those tracking categories. So if you're doing detailed transactions, chances are you might want to see that more focused on a specific tracking category. That's all completely possible. So tracking categories, the options and time dimensions are just dimensions that can be used in the reporting. What I'm doing here is creating a dashboard because you've got two separate reports, a summary level and the transaction level. So if you want to put those together on the one dashboard, I'm creating a activity dashboard here. I want it to have two reports and show them one after another. Simply choose the first report that we created, then choose the more detailed transaction level report that we created. And this is a nice way also of creating a chart and putting that into a dashboard together. Now what we can also do with our reports and dashboards is you can save them to automatically email out daily, weekly or monthly. So let's set this one to go out monthly, picking up data from this particular company file. Let's make it a PDF, but it could be Excel depending on the data. Click Save and that will email out every month on the first of the month to that email address. So we've got a detailed transaction report at the bottom, but the summary tracking code report at the top. This reporting is available out of the blocks from BI4Cloud.com.